Hi, everyone. Dorothea Hendricks here, your communication coach and presentation skills and public speaking. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is all about providing tips, techniques to presenters to improve anyone who's interested in improving their presentation skills and their speaking. And in fact, my overall goal is to help anyone who's interested in becoming more poised and proficient in their communication. Today, I'm going to share the titles and authors of 5 books that I just think are the best, are tops when it comes to giving information to anyone who's interested in becoming a better presenter, a better speaker. Number one on my list, I've had this book for years, is Successful Presentations for Dummies, and it's by Malcolm Kushner. As you can see, it's dog-eared. I've got all kinds of little sticky notes in here. This is a great book. I love it. I treat it as a reference book. And as you can see, it's got, like I said, sticky notes. It's a great book. It's an easy-to-read book. It's got lots of tips, humorous anecdotes, studies, oodles of studies, and all kinds of tips that he shares that you can put into practice easily and quickly. He's got games, stories, little bits of humor. It's a great all-round reference book that touches on a lot of information, and all the information has to do with speaking and presenting. So Malcolm Kushner's Successful Presentations for Dummies. Book number two. This is a recent addition to my library, and as you can see, this is Impact by Nick Kindler. Simplify, transform, and perform pitches and presentations. So Kindler lets you know not only what you must do to deliver a dynamic presentation, but how to do it, why you should do it, and the impact that it has when you do it. It's a very persuasive and a very, very practical read, and I highly recommend Impact by Nick Kindler. My next book, number three, I've had this one in my library now also for a long time, and it is Say It with Power and Confidence, I hope you can read that there, by Patrick J. Collins. From the boardroom to the podium to the negotiating table, tested ideas for becoming a more powerful communicator. Now, if you are serious about building your overall communication skills, really serious, then you must have this book. You've got to get it. It's filled with countless examples and techniques that not only help you in terms of your speaking, but they help you in terms of dealing with an audience. If you've got a hostile audience, what do you do? Or people that are heckling or causing some problem? What about questions? He gives you formats and ideas on how to handle the question period. What kind of questions could you have? Where can you go with them? What's the right way, the wrong way? And also about impromptu speaking, lots of tips on impromptu speaking. So Say It with Power and Confidence by Patrick J. Collins. Another book that I like here, number 4, and I leaf through this one and then read it, probably not from cover to cover, but I kind of dip in and touch on one page and then move over to another, and it's Resonate. Resonate by Nancy Duarte. Present visual stories that transform audiences. Now, Duarte slices and dices various visuals in the book, telling you and showing you kind of what works with an audience and why it doesn't, but what resonates and how you can make your visuals resonate and tell a story. This is not only a book filled with lots of illustrations, different graphs and pictures. I'm going to say it kind of taxes your imagination and sparks your thinking a bit and gives you examples of how you can capture your audience's imagination through the visuals and tell them a story. I find this, I'm going to use the word beautiful. I find this is actually a beautiful book to go through simply because of all the pictures, the illustrations, the graphs, and just how she herself tells a story on how you can tell a story. So Resonate by Nancy Duarte. And my number 5, my last book, I've had this one for a while as well, and it's called Brief. Let me get my fingers out of the way here. Joseph McCormick. make a bigger impact by saying less. This definitely, if you find that you're a person, once you open your mouth runs away with yourself, pick up this book, because he drives home the truth in building presentations. To make a bigger impact, you say less, not more. And he guides you kind of step by step on how to get your message across and to the point quickly. It's filled with lots of examples, and it's filled with illustrations as well. And it is, again, a very interesting read. So my top 5 books, not in any particular order, but I'll say here, these are the top 5. Brief by Joseph McCormick, and Resonate by Nancy Duarte. I'm just going to hold that up here so people can have a look. And then we've got, definitely Say It with Power and Confidence by Patrick J. Collins. We have Impact by Nick Kindler. And then, of course, we have the presentation series, the Dummy series, Successful Presentations by Malcolm Kushner. Great books. Get them all, get one. I think it's gift giving time of year for many people. So if you want Santa to fill your Christmas stocking with a book, ask for one of these 5. Until next time, this is Dorothea Hendricks wishing you mountains of success.